Hello, Fever River Rail fans, and welcome back to another episode of Fever River Reviews. Today, we are looking at a brand new release from Rapido Trains UK. Originally, I planned to do another caboose after the last two. I know, a lot of caboose. I like them. But this just arrived in the mail, so let's go ahead and get started. This is the Rapido Trains UK 00 gauge, which is still a standard HO scale gauge, but I think it's 176th, 172nd. The proportions are weird. I don't understand it. It is the Wisbech and Upwell tram pack, or train pack. And let's go ahead and get this protective film off here first. So there we have the box without the plastic. There's the side train pack, the pre-1919 GER livery, DCC sound fitted. Let's see. Info for Rapido to return it or contact. Same thing there. Let's see. Info about Rapido, and then nothing on the back. Okay, let's go ahead and get started here. Am I missing something? Jesus. Okay, there we go. Little peek of the pack there. Owner's manual. Love these, especially from Rapido. Okay, so let's see. Owner's manual, purchasing been dream of Rapido to staff models in real life, and your purchase has made this possible. We knew that our Titfield Thunderbolt range would have to include Wisbech and Upwell coach number 8 because it played such a big role in the film, and we couldn't produce this coach without also offering it in the Great Eastern Railway livery. This isn't Rapido's first venture into the WNU, as our Canadian sister company has already produced an 00 gauge J70-060T, or C53 for the GER cranks, for Model Rail magazine. The Model Rail had never offered the J70 in the GER, gave us a perfect opportunity, yada, yada, yada. Just one second. Okay, finished reading the owner's manual, and I have to say, Rapido UK isn't quite as funny as Rapido LLC? The Canadian, the original Rapido. Anyhow, set that to the side, and let's get our first look. There we go. So you may recognize that engine to some extent as being Toby from Thomas and Friends, which is exactly why I wanted one. But let's go ahead and start up here at the top with the alternate parts. They include a lot of detailed parts. You got open windows, some air tanks for the braking, or for air brakes, alternate doors for... Apparently these guys were run with open doors, where, you know how where Toby's face is? Those are actually doors. Brake rigging, not tension lock, screw links. So a lot of cool details in there. I'm not going to be messing with any of that. Where should we start? Let's start at the bottom. So there is one of the coaches. The owner's manual says that the ends are very delicate, so make sure to pick it up by the center. Oh, that's nice. So there we have the first of the coaches. These are tramway coaches. Don't ask me what the difference is from a regular coach. Oh, and this one's third class apparently. Standing room only. Focus. There's the... I feel like my camera's not focusing well. Doesn't help that I'm shaky. Yeah, the middle has GER number 3 and the logo. Third class again on the other end. Some nice detailing on the roof. In the end there is a walkway platform to go between coaches, likely for the conductor, as at both ends, and they can fold down. Standard NEM tension lock couplers. I will probably be switching these out for appropriate Katy couplers, although I don't know if I have enough. Let's see, underside. A lot of nice detail down there, brake rigging. It's amazing the detail that companies like Rapido will put into the bottoms of their models that are never going to be seen. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead, set that back down in there, and set that off to the side. On to the next one. I'm assuming this is either going to be first class or second class, but otherwise largely the same. Oh no, it's third class again. Interesting. One second, I think I realized why focus isn't focusing. Because I was zoomed out. Better look at the logo, the GER logo, and the lettering. This is car number 7. Same detailing on the top and bottom. Same tension locks. Buffers are not sprung. Okay, so there are the coaches done. Now let's get on to the main event. There it is. That looks beautiful. It's got quite a bit of weight to it. I'll definitely be swapping the couplers out on this, and it might become a primary shunter around here, depending how well it runs. Let's go ahead and get it out of its sleeve. Okay, so the owner manual said to hold it by the frame. And there we have it. So let's see. All the windows are the closed variants. Roof detail, got your smokestack, got your... Honestly, I have no idea what some of these details are because I'm not British. I've got your bell. Can't quite see in there too well, but I did see a chain. Yeah, got chains there right next to my thumb there. I'll change for something or another. This is number 127. Focus, thank you. Yeah. GER on the side there. Engine number. I'm probably going to keep the 127 because that is, I feel like this is what Toby would have been. This is who Toby is. As far as I'm concerned, this is Toby. I'm going to refer to this as Toby from now on. But anyhow, onto the bottom, we've got fully detailed or fully modeled valve gear. I believe some of the older Bachmann Toby or the Toby from Bachmann Thomas is just there's no valve gear that's not modeled. Of course, when Rapido first offered the J70s, they offered variants without the side plates. So I think these might be, like, these would be separately fitted, obviously, but I'm not going to mess with it. Buffers are sprung on the engine. Interesting. There is some interior. You can kind of see. Looks like top of the boiler is modeled. Looks like, yeah, that's the screw link reverser, handbrake, and probably throttle, that top one. I think would have similar controls over on this end. I don't know which end. Like, obviously this end here that my finger is on, playing with the buffer, would be the smoke box, because it has the smoke stack. And you can see it's a spark arrestor up there, so that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get this over on to the programming track and see how it does for its initial operation. Okay, here we are on the programming track. I've got the coaches on either end for coupling testing. Not that these couplers are going to stick around long, but you get the idea. But one thing about British models I've learned so far is that they have weird function list. So typically, one is headlights. Well, a lot of British engines don't have headlights, or any lights at all for that matter, on a lot of older steam. But let's see. So for one, it's sound, supposedly. Make sure things are on. Okay, I feel like it moved. Okay, so let's see. Start with forward. 2 is brakes. This should have a whistle, but I guess it has a whistle. So let's go ahead and see if she moves. There we go. Oh, that is taking a lot of power. So definitely going to need a good run in. Let's see how she couples. Stop. Okay, so it looks like he coupled up pretty well. Either this has a ton of momentum, or this thing needs a good run in. Because holy shit! This track might also be filthy. There we go. But yeah, this is full throttle, by the way. Definitely got a lot of momentum, so I'm going to have to sort that out. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is supposed to be a... I have no idea what that's supposed to be. 6? That's a very heavy sounding bell. Let's see. 7. It's the guard's whistle. Wait, lights is 0. One is sound. I'm off one each of these, so let's see. Brake. Whistle. Short whistle. Bell. Guard whistle. And this is train mode set? Okay. I'm going to have to do a little reading on that. Everything in shot. So we'll turn that. I don't know. F8 is 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coupling. Coal shoveling. Yeah. Injectors. Drain cocks. Handbrake. Let's see, buffering. That doesn't seem to be doing nothing. Team. Gauge glass blowdown. Flange squeal. Probably won't do anything without it moving. Blower. And fade out the sound. Probably make it less loud. Anything else do anything? No. Well, I'm gonna get this programmed and get it run in the meantime. And once I get done with get that set up, we're gonna go over to Erie and we're gonna see how well the coaches roll. Excuse me. Okay, here we are in Erie again. We're back in Erie. Yeah, it's probably been a week for you guys at this point, but it's only a few minutes since I was last over here pushing something down this hill. Check that video out. Link in, I don't know, maybe I'll link it in the description. Maybe I'll do a thing. Where's that red? It's coming up. Whatever. So we're going to do this twice. Once, just one, and then I'll couple them together and see how they do running together downhill fast. So, oops. I think here is, yep. All right, for only being about 2.4 ounces, this thing's taken off pretty well. Not quite as far as the caboose last week, but still made it past the first bridge and up Galena Hill, so that's pretty cool. Now let's go ahead and reset and see how far they both get. Here they are coupled together, and let's go ahead and bring it right back about where I let go before, right about there. Nope. There we go. Typically you don't want your rolling stock to run down a hill freely on its own like this, but you also want to make sure that they roll easily, so you don't need to be running a freaking big boy with, well, 1920s coaches. Okay, together they get a little more resistance. Oh, there's a hill there. So they didn't quite make it to Galena Hill, but they did make it to the base. So once again, that's pretty good. That's kind of all I got until the engine is done running in, so I'll be right back. And there we have the break-in. So let's go ahead and see how if the operation has improved at all. No keep alive, that kind of sucks. Move the rolling road out of the way. And let's see here. So before it took like 50% throttle to get it moving. Yeah, in reverse. Well, she's moving. That's a nice crawl, by the way. I am impressed with that. Forward. Also a nice crawl. Yeah, that bell still sounds too heavy for me. All right, let's go ahead and grab the coaches and see how fast we can get going. This is Plymouth. Had him sitting there so the cars won't roll away, so we'll put you back there. Maybe. There we go. All right, forward and full throttle. A little bit of speed there. Now, obviously, I can't do. I'm not going to test this on Galena Hill with the reefers. But I am impressed. So, absolute great model. All right, sorry about that. Had another guy show up. Anyhow, that has been the Rapido UK Wisbech and Upwell train pack. Don't know how the hell to pronounce it, whatever. Operation, after a good run-in, this thing is smooth. The lack of keep alive, though, is a bit of a concern. But I don't know where to go with that, but I can't give it a 5 without that. So solid 4.5 on operation. 5 out of 5, as always, on detail. It's Rapido. I expect nothing less. Value, 5 out of 5. There's about 300 pounds. I don't know the conversion of that. Maybe I'll edit that in. Maybe I'll forget. More likely I'll forget. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think about this. Like and subscribe for more, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.